Okay, and here we are. I do believe we're live.
I think so.
All right.
Think
Hey,
so.
everybody.
We're
Welcome
not
to
dead.
Sunday night special with me, Greyhawk Grognard, Joe Block, and
Hands
Hello,
up.
hello. Joe the lawyer in the bottom. We're alive. We're not dead, right? As long as
No,
we're 6
no,
feet above.
we're. It says on the air, so we must be.
Yeah. I mean,
We're angels, man. We're angels. We're
Yeah.
floating. We're floating.
It's the season for angels, isn't it? You know, when a bell rings somewhere, an angel got their
It
wings.
gets their wings or got laid. I'm not quite sure which
Right.
one it is, but
Good for the angels. They're getting laid. I mean, a little more of that in heaven, I think, would be a good thing. Quite honestly.
Time will tell.
oh, there we go. We got people.
Oh, we got peeps.
We got peoples who need peoples.
All right.
And I don't know how to get it to tell me how many people we have watching now. I know there's a way.
Hover, Joe. Hover
Upper
in the
left
left corner count number.
Upper left corner count. No.
Where it has the
Oh, here
number.
we go.
Just hover over it.
Yeah, I got it. So we got 23 total, 6 from me, 11 from Tenkar, and 6 from Joe.
All right.
And I'm actually doing this on my Facebook and my Rumble too for the first time.
Rumble,
so.
Yeah, nice.
Rumble.
Nice.
I'm in Rumble in X.
I really need to get because for X you need the Pro. You've coughed up the bucks.
I coughed up the bucks.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of worth it. So
It's like $8-9 a month, right? I mean, that's all it is. And you get Grok with that too.
You get Grok, which actually is a decent AI.
It's not bad.
I pay for that in ChatGPT.
Yep.
I'm still not on the
killing the trees.
bandwagon.
I'm killing.
What I do sometimes, I do like the fact that I pay for Twitter so I can stream to it. Yes, and I get Grok with it, and I pay for ChatGPT. And I like to do same search on both of them, compare them, maybe have them fight a little bit. You know what I mean? Like this ChatGPT said this, Grok. What do you think? Well, and they're going back and forth. It's like having two chess programs battle it out. But I think you get a better answer that way. It helps refine it a little bit. So I don't mind. Yeah. But I got Twitch going, I got Rumble going, I got X, I got Facebook, and I got great old YouTube here. So yeah. Welcome all.
Roger.
If you're an angel, then I'm a lich. Yes. That's
You're making my nose itch.
Yeah. God. So welcome.
Is it lich? I always thought it was like.
Really? You thought it was like?
It's an old English word meaning person. And in Old English, it's pronounced like.
Wow.
I always said lich.
I did too for a long time until I studied Old English, Anglo-Saxon, and then.
See, now I'm going to have to go niche.
Have to ask ChatGPT and Grok which the pronunciation is.
Sounds like. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I
wonder what.
Wolfric, you got to throw Adventures Dark and Deep in there.
Okay.
Yeah. I never miss
it rhymes with the term of a female dog.
All right. There we go. Yeah. Who knew? I wonder what Gary is. Did you ever hear him say the word? Anybody?
There was that pronunciation guide in Dragon that I think it was either Roger Moore did it or.
Really?
Yeah, it was in. I forget which issue, but they did a pronunciation guide. That's what I always trot out when people say I pronounce Dro wrong.
Oh, it's Dro. O-W, like row the boat, right?
Like, yes, exactly.
Fuck yeah. That's what I've been saying for 30 years. Everybody says drow. Bullshit.
But either one is fine. Either one is acceptable according to Dragon Magazine. So I'm...
Okay. As opposed to my mispronunciation of Zine.
Yeah, that's clearly wrong, Eric.
It's
and I know. I'm throwing myself upon the mercy of the court. God damn it!
Took me forever to figure out how to pronounce Flyness. I didn't know until about 10 years ago at GaryCon when I was talking to Luke. I realized I've been pronouncing it wrong for 30 years.
I called it Flanness. Is Flyness?
That's what I did. It's actually Flyness.
All right. Who knew?
Yeah. That's it. We could do a whole thing on
pronunciations. The right way to say
our next collaboration.
Oh God. I should have started drinking earlier if we're going to be doing that, man.
I don't know, man. I got my Rockstar going.
Rockstar? Is that another pussy drink that came with a tampon? What is that?
No.
There goes my monetization already. Jesus, what are we, 2 minutes in?
Hey, this has that caffeine and other stuff to give you energy and wake you up.
All right. Well, this has just plain rum to Getting me a little buzzed along with the weed. I got my smoking sweater, my Mr. Rogers sweater, I call it, because I go on the back deck and I'll, have a little puff or two, and I put this on. So I gotta say, Mr. Rogers, man, nobody was that mellow and chill without being a pothead. That motherfucker smoked. I'm telling you.
No.
I guarantee you, him and Bob Ross would get together every once in a while and just like fucking crank them out.
I'm sure it's like the 12 bodies he's stacked up in Korea that allowed him to be cool and calm and collective in his older age.
Well, he was like a hard ass, I think, in the Air Force, Bob Ross, right?
No, that's actually a myth.
What's
the Bob
that?
Ross thing? Yeah.
Really? It's not true. I thought it was like a badass Air Force dude.
Yeah, I think he was in the Air Force, but he was just a guy.
Okay. All right. And the only reason he had his hair like that was because it was just cheaper to not get it cut. So he just let it go.
Like me in college, I had it down to my shoulders.
Yeah. There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah. If I tried that now, I'd look like Benjamin Franklin.
You could. That could be a part of your thing. Your branding, dude.
Yeah.
It's as old school as Ben Franklin.
I could go around Page in the costume like the guy they had.
Yeah. See, I thought he was an Army Ranger, right? He was a badass. Bob Ross. I thought he was an Air Force, some kind of good Air Force badass, though. Who knows? Ed Greenwood says his drow like cow, but he also says either way is acceptable. But Ed Greenwood didn't make the fucking word up, right? Gygax did. So
right.
I wonder if his first appearance was against the Giants one, right?
It was actually in the Monster Manual before that came out.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. It's like the little footnote under the elf thing.
No shit. Was there a pronunciation in there at all?
No. That's why they had to have the Dragon magazine article.
Bob Ross retired with 20 years in the Air Force.
Somebody hit Grok.
As a master sergeant, and he'd been a drill sergeant. So there's the hard.
Yes, that's what it was. He was, yes. So you got to be a badass to be a drill instructor. Yeah.
Well, no, if he was in the Air Force, it wasn't a drill sergeant. It was a technical instructor.
There's no way.
The Air Force has TIs.
Mr. Rogers is not an Army Ranger. No fucking way. I do not believe
He's
that.
Not. It's all urban myth.
Yeah, no, there's no goddamn.
I'm looking at it. I figured they're gonna ask that next. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
He was never actually drafted after his physical. He was deemed 4F.
Really? For what?
I don't know. He was initially a 1A available, but deemed 4F after a physical in October of 1950.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Who knew?
It could have been CIA.
CIA plant
Here we
to
go.
corrupt the youth. Yeah.
New rumor I'm going to drop right now.
Might as well. You're dropping some good ones this week, dude. So, you got like 1 trillion views on this week's rumor, man.
Listen, I sat in the initial rumor for that. I sat on for well over a month.
Yeah.
I needed confirmation. And my source was good. But I need confirmation because even a good source can be hearing of somebody.
Do you code name your sources? Do you like just Deep Throat or any of that kind of stuff? You do the whole water.
Debbie does Dallas.
No. They're all they're my taverners. Okay, the general term is a taverner. But I got multiple, which means
not taverner.
Taverner.
Well, we're from the pronunciations. Okay.
Yeah.
Which means I had at least 3 people give me substantially similar stories.
All right.
And they all reached out to me. I was pounding on doors going, do you got a story for me? You got a story?
Yeah.
It was, I'm pretty confident, but in the parts that matched up, there are parts that don't match up that I did not share because I don't know.
Yeah. It's interesting, man. I wonder, I wonder what the hell it's going to be. But if what you're talking about is that he's bringing back proficiencies from 2nd edition level stuff,
that's a possibility because what else?
Terrible. That'd be a terrible mistake.
Listen,
from a skill system and go back to that.
Again, there's a lot. That part is like spitballing, but we do know.
Yeah.
All right. Or what I'm pretty confident of, they are bringing. They are looking toward AD&D, whether it's 1st edition or 2nd edition, and I say I don't know which because my sources were like. Oh, it's definitely 2nd. Oh, it's definitely 1st. All right, you don't. All right, so
shit. Yeah,
somebody's getting, but they're going back to the AD&D era for inspiration at the very least.
So what you're saying is they've watched my videos about my 5e hack,
and they're like, "Oh my god!"
The old school elements into this thing, and they're stealing my fucking shit. That's what you're saying here, right? My ideas, my mojo. They like my vibe. Really, they're jealous.
You've already broken in your house and taken photos of the whole thing.
You know, it wouldn't be hard.
Oh my God!
Right here.
They sent the Pinkertons.
Fucking Pinkerton, Jesus Christ. Please send the Pinkertons. I got weaponry in every room. Please send the Pinkertons.
Hello, Pinkertons. Hello.
Yeah.
Got chocolate for your pillow. You call for weed?
Yeah.
For weed? Hello.
I don't buy the weed from those guys anymore, dude. My days of meeting behind the dumpster, behind the whatever the fuck store for weed are long, at least 6 years old when they legalized that shit here. Thank God though, because of the fucking fentanyl and everything, man.
Oh,
Jesus, it started really like getting onto the main radar, and I'm like, no, this is not good. And that's when he legalized Massachusetts. I'm like, I'm going for a drive. Hell with this, man. Hell with this.
Yeah, there aren't too many reasons to go to Massachusetts, but that's probably one of them. Total Con's another one.
Yes.
I would move back to. I lived in Boston for 8 years. I went there for college and I stayed, and I would move back there tomorrow if my wife would let me.
Really?
She hates it. So much for that.
Interesting. I mean, you got a lot more snow up there, Joe. You be shoveling, man. You know.
No, you don't. That's just it. You got the T. You don't even need a car.
What's that? Oh yeah, that's true. You're talking living downtown. Yeah,
I'm living in Boston.
Okay, not because Boston,
North End, whatever.
A weird place. Some people say Boston, they mean downtown. Some people say Boston means the 40 miles around Boston that they consider Boston.
Well, the T goes pretty far out from like the middle of town.
Yeah. Hey, long shot. You've already pissed him off when he's leaving. Have to call it tonight. Give all the channels of you tomorrow. Have a great
my red shirt.
Oh, Eric's striptease. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a little nipple in there, man.
The button only goes down so far. I can't really striptease.
I saw a nip slip in there, Eric. You better watch that. You know.
Joe, I'm sorry you're getting excited, man. Hey, I can't help that.
The weed is good, dude. What can I say? Interesting fact. My players half are under age 30 plus some old grognards, and they love Greyhawk setting in our Ostrich game. I use the Greyhawk grog. Nice. You can't go wrong with Joe's supplements.
No,
you can't go wrong, dude. Yeah. So you're going to Total Con, right, this year?
Yeah.
But you're not. Are you exhibiting or not exhibiting?
Right. I'm not vending. I'm going as a guest. I was supposed to go last year and I had COVID. So
yeah.
But this year I'm going.
I'll
just be running a bunch of games. I'll probably be running Ogre. I'll be running Mad Archmage.
All right. I'll bring cash. You bring your stack of stuff.
Just tell me what you want and I'll have it in the car.
Whatever you got. Bring it all.
By the way, folks, you bring up Mad Archmage. Let me give you a little peek behind the curtain. Tuesday's video, I'm going to be covering 3 mega dungeons. Okay. Stonehell from Michael Curtis. Katma, Castle of the Mad Archmage from our very own Joe Block. And Baramaze by Greg Gillespie. Could they all cover certain different aspects of what makes a mega dungeon? And I thought I would do a good video. So that's going to be Tuesday.
That's cool beans.
You know? Look at that. We're on top of everything.
Yeah, I know. Damn, man. Shit. Well, dude, I mean, a video a day, you're killing it, and you're fucking rocking and rolling, man. And you're closing out on 8,000, are you?
I passed it. 8,047.
Well, yeah, you post like 8 times a day, so
no.
You've got sources deep within the councils of Watson.
The councils of Watson and Hothbro.
Yeah.
So actually, here another tip of the hat to Joe Block. Joe is a smart individual. Okay, he doesn't do what I used to do, which was, oh crap, I gotta get a video up today. Time for me to sit down and do a video. Yeah. And that was like almost like on a daily basis. Then I said, you know what? Why don't I just put aside a couple of hours on Sunday and maybe a couple of hours Sunday night or Monday night and like do 2 or 3 videos at a sitting. Yeah. So then the last half of my week is just me going, oh yeah, that's doing pretty good. I already scheduled it too. I don't have to worry. So
that's what I do. I do all my videos on Sunday. And I've actually got my shorts uploaded for a whole month.
Okay, now
I'm ready to go.
Shorts, I do 4 shorts a day, generally speaking, sometimes 3. But I let those I have to put up like every 2 or 3 days. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch a video in the background and just upload.
For me, the hardest part is when you have to link it to another video, because when in the little dialogue box that comes up, it shows you all your shorts. It's like, I'm not going to link a short to a short. Just give me all the full length videos, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to scroll for a while to get that link. It's a pain. It is a pain. The one thing I do like, I wish ClipGOAT, which thank you for turning me on to that, Joe to Eric and Eric to me.
Yeah, cool.
I wish you could upload a video before it goes live on YouTube and get the clips.
You can.
How?
You upload it to YouTube and you put it to
unlisted,
and then you can copy the link and put it in there. That's how I do it for my Patreon people.
Nice. All right. I did not realize that. So all right. So it's
one of the privacy settings is anyone with the link can view.
That's unlisted,
as opposed to private.
Right.
Private
or
just make sure you don't put it in a what do you call it? A list,
if you put it in a list, it shows up even though it's, I did that too.
I did it for a year or two, and before I realized that happened.
Why? How are people viewing
playlist? Don't put it in a playlist, or else somebody watching the playlist blow right through it.
You have to put it in a private playlist.
Don't put it in a playlist.
Put it in any playlist.
Don't put the playlist until it goes live.
All right. And then you can drop it. You can do that afterwards. Yep.
All right. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Everybody learned something.
It's how we learn shit, man. You know what I mean? We got us old fuckers.
I've picked up stuff from both of you, so
yeah. No, this is good. This is good. No, that's actually a great tip, because part of my reason I don't do a lot of shorts is because I'll record the video, I'll upload a video, like you say, Eric, on a Sunday or a Monday, and it drops on a Friday. I don't want to get back in there and then go to ClipArt and grab the thing, ClipGOAT, and you know what I mean? I'd rather do it all at one time.
Right.
That way I can release the shorts with the same day as the video and get more traction on the video.
Right.
That's nice. All right. This is great to know.
So thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate that. I'm making stuff for Greyhawk for 5.5 and turning players onto the real Greyhawk. Yeah. So thank you very much for that.
Very cool. Very cool.
So what are we talking about?
We got a topic, I think, don't we?
We have a topic?
Yeah, we do. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Oh, and what's so funny is my week has been one of those weeks that's like every night I go to Rach, tomorrow night we got to watch the new season of Stranger Things.
Mm.
See, we're waiting until the whole thing comes out so we can just blow right through it.
All right. Okay. I don't feel good.
I have not seen any of the new season, so please don't spoiler it for me.
Right. I haven't seen anything since the Russia.
Right, the Russian one, which I thought was kind of a stretch. But
it's a funny thing. We're going to be talking about Stranger Things, and I haven't seen the new season either. I last night I went on. There was the night before last. I went on there, and I was like, you know what? I got to get because once a year I resub to Netflix to watch whatever they have out. It's not worth it otherwise to keep it going, right? So I'm like, all right, I guess it's that time of the year. I'll resub to Netflix, see what I'll hit Stranger Things. And I had every intention of starting season 5 or whatever the hell it is now.
5, yeah.
Right. And I'm like, man, I just missed that first season's charm. So I went back and watched. I'm just going to watch one episode of season 1. I'm 4 deep. I was up at 2 a.m. You know what I mean? It's like, this is so great. I love these kids. Man, they just, I guess this is maybe a good, might as well start. I mean,
yeah,
I love
the first one was in 1983.
It was. And they're all about
like the height of 1E.
Yes. Even though they did it wrong in the show, roll to see if you hit with your fireball. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. About that. Right. I mean, it's like they were just trying to, whatever. But the point is, though, it's like, it was that era for me. I'm closer to that age. I think my brother is exactly their age for that year that they're portrayed in, and so I'm a couple years older. But it was just like, I'm looking at the kids with their fucking handlebar bikes and that fucking plastic vest that had your regular arms out with a t-shirt, but you had
like the Mork and Mindy vest.
Yes, right. Oh, that God. Thing was, everybody had those back then.
I did. I had the one.
Yeah, they're riding their bikes all over town. Nobody knows where the hell they're at. It's like all that vibe, man. It's a simple.
I was a little older. I was 17 in 1983. So
yeah.
I was
but that was 16. AD&D, right? Yes. There. Because I remember that was the time we would go to the Morris County Mall and Fat Moose Comics. It was where we all bought our D&D stuff, and next door to it, there was an abandoned storefront. Like it was a clothing store that went out of business. And every Friday and Saturday, he had arrangements with the mall. They would open it up and there would easily be 100, 150 kids playing D&D every Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
And we would all go and just sitting on the floor in this storefront. in little groups of 6 and 7, and we'd go to McDonald's, we'd go to the pizzeria, we'd go to the arcade. That was our summer. That was our weekend right there. It was amazing.
Yep.
That was the core time when we did that. It was phenomenal.
Unregistered hyper
brought me right back to that.
Unregistered hypercam makes a good point that I touched on in my video a little bit, but I don't know if I said it in the right way. He was born in 92. The vibe in season 1 was what I always wanted to experience as a kid. Born in 92, so you're, I don't know how to fuck, like 38, 40, something like that. So you're a younger millennial. You're right in the middle millennial. There's a lot of there's this thing that I heard about, and I checked it out on YouTube. A bunch of people digitized old VHS tapes that were made in the 80s and early 90s, right? And so these VHS tapes with those big fucking heavy cameras and that bag you had to carry for the battery.
Yep.
And they went around their school, or they videotaped a day in the life, or a couple hours here, a couple hours there, of just them and their friends fucking around being idiots, right? And they uploaded these things to the internet and the YouTube and whatnot. And there's so many kids who are in their young 20s and teens now who are watching these videos with almost like we would watch something from the dark ages. Like, oh my God, what is that? And they want and they crave and they love and appreciate. And I think I regret the fact that they don't have an analog life. They've never had an analog life. Yeah. From day one, they've been online, monitored. Everything is digitized. They never had that free-ranging kind of existence, that experiences that we had. Like Gen X is that generation that fully grew up analog and also now lives in the digital world. We have that beautiful nostalgic feeling of what it used to be like. And it's not just, gold fuckers talking about good times. It was truly great times, not living under the fucking mandate and bullshit of a digital world. It's something else. And so I think that's what he's getting at there.
But we segued into the digital world, right? We
did.
We started with phones attached to walls, but we easily transitioned into cell phones.
Yeah.
Well, you forgot those cordless phones that you used to have
with the antenna.
Yeah, that anybody with a scanner could listen in on the entire neighborhood's conversations,
like a party line.
I would talk to the girl I wanted to be my girlfriend. We were friends.
Yeah.
And we'd be talking, and every once in a while you hear Jose, somebody on the phone with us, Jose.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, oh geez, we got to disconnect and reconnect. We got that same person.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like it's almost a truism that, or people don't believe it. Yeah, we went out all weekend.
Yeah,
and we came home for lunch and we came home for dinner, and our parents had no clue where we would drive around the neighborhood on our bikes in packs. And the only way you'd know where anybody was is because you just see a front yard full of bikes.
Yep.
And that meant we were there somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah? Or in our case, the woods, the end of the road. We had this huge forest at the end of our road.
Nice.
And we would just roam around in there all day long.
Nice.
And you'd just see all these bicycles at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And that's how you knew all the kids were in the woods.
My mother had found an old bell in this cellar when they moved into this house, and she would, whenever it was time to come home, she would ring this fucking bell. Boom, 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 boom. And the funny thing was that it wasn't that big, this big, but it had the same sound as the ice cream man's bell. And so she's ringing the bell. We knew the difference. It was subtle, but we knew the difference because it's our bell, right? But she rang the fucking bell. We're running home for lunch or dinner, or not to get in trouble for something. And all the other neighborhood kids are running out with $1. They're like, where is he?
This was also the before cell phones. This was when you'd make a collect call and you'd say your name was, please pick me up at the mall.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yep. Oh God, no, that's something else. But I thoroughly enjoy watching season 1. As we just ramble, just a little ramble of a tangent started. Season 1, it just takes me back to those times. And they're cool kids. They're just genuine good kids, right? And you're just enjoying them, watching them be assholes and idiots, and just and they're still the stars of the show, and they're being little heroes. The hero's journey for some of them, right? So it's just a fun and entertaining. Jesus, the kid Toothless, the fat kid with no teeth, that kid is awesome. He or she get a goddamn Academy Award for that stuff, The
kid with the teeth?
Yeah. I love that guy, man. I love that guy. Yeah. It was somebody who's got a super chat, guys.
Yeah, I see that. Mike, thank you.
Yeah. Is it you, Eric?
Yes.
All right. Nice, man. Very cool. Yeah. So you guys have watched the other 4 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was shocked to know this came out 10 years ago. It just seems like it's been there forever. You know what I mean? But not that long. But
that means the kids are that old.
Well, with all the time between seasons, it has been that long.
I know. It's crazy, but it's like the kids are all grown up. The little girl is like fucking 25 or whatever the hell.
Yeah, the voices have all changed.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, and I haven't seen it, but I've heard that in the new season it's like college or something.
Yeah.
All right. Again, true confess, none of us have seen it yet.
No.
So.
Yep. The millennial generation is going to be the last generation in history. What do you say? Well, on that super chat, I missed it. If he gives a super chat, we should read the comment, I figure, right? The millennial generation is going to be the last generation in history that will remember the analog world was like, I'm 40, the future sucks. There's that. Thank you for the $4.99. Oh, God. That's funny.
Well, it's true, though. Our generation, I went through it all. I went through cordless phones. I went to beepers because I sold beepers in the electronics department of Stern's department store, so we got them for cheap. And then I went to early cell phones where you were paying.
Karen and I had Blackberries.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I had one of those.
Hold on. I had the Nextel. Beep, beep. You there? F you. Beep, beep. Okay.
Oh God, I remember that.
Yeah, and even better, we went from vinyl to cassette. No, from vinyl to 8-track to cassette to CD, and now back to vinyl.
I got 400 albums.
Digital. I mean, hey, I got 2 albums on this.
The fuck is that?
That's a little USB, and it's a C, USB-C. This is 2 albums on this. I was like, holy crap! So there are people who are they're skipping CD, going, we're gonna go right to thumb drive.
There's a Barnes and Noble near me, and they sell CD. I mean, I expected them to sell records, right? LPs, because everybody's in on this shit. Ever since the millennials decided that's the new cool thing to have on your shelf and never listened to. But I was shocked to see a whole rack of CDs. I mean, not like the old days, right? But like there were several hundred CDs there. I'm like, Jesus, man, what? That's I didn't think I'd be able to go back to CDs. That's a strange thing. Joe and Eric and Joe, please explain. Somebody's demanding that we stick to the topic and shut the fuck up about our nostalgia.
No, nice.
Chris Lundgren. Joe and Eric and Joe, please explain how Stranger Things helped gather players into the OSR that are not grognards.
That's a great question.
Yes, it is actually. That's a good. All right, let's get serious.
Stop asking good questions.
Yeah, damn you.
Yeah. Eric, I think you covered this really well in your video.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But I think that the nostalgia aspect for people of, when I say our generation, people in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s who may have stepped away from the game. And a lot of times when I talk about OSR, I wrote Swords and Witchery Light. I wrote 4 pages with the idea of, here's an easy way to get back into gaming. Nobody's going to grab those 4 pages and teach themselves how to play.
Mm-hmm.
But those 4 pages, you're going to go, I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh, and the 4 pages, I remember enough, like riding a bike, I can keep going. And I think that for a lot of people, there's a reason why the Stranger Things box set, which it's actually on that shelf behind me, that isn't behind me. But that Stranger Things box set is meant to look like it's old and been on your shelf for years.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not selling that to new players.
Yeah.
They're selling that to our generation that faded away and left gaming for a bit. And it's like, oh, that's kind of like that red box I used to have. That's the marketing right there. And it's huge.
But that's how they got us back in, people our age through the nostalgia thing. But what Chris is asking is, how did new players come into OSR games? And I think the reason is because the game you see them playing
is the OSR.
Is the OSR.
Yes.
And you're seeing, and it's a subtle thing, but it does feel different to watch them play it than it is to say, watch people playing 5.5 at a con today.
Right. No, you're right.
It's a different visceral feel, and I think that's steering people into saying, "Oh, wow, maybe there is something to those movies."
No, I agree. I thoroughly agree. And I bought. I don't have the new Stranger Things box set, but I had bought the original one. I don't know, a few years ago. And the funny thing is that I look at this thing and it has. It's printed in handwritten notes as if somebody wrote it. It's as if it's one of the kids' notebooks from school. Even has it's college ruled with a line on the side, right? And then you got the little rule book, and it's just D&D. The rule book is standard D&D shit, but they try to bring you in with that, and they give you the the shitty set of dice. Then you have like 2 fucking 10s or whatever, dude. But the funny thing is they give you a Demogorgon little figure, and last night. I was running a game for my brother, my friend Pete, and they're over my place. And because they're over here, I have so much shit I could bring out, like minis and things like that. So I was prepared. And there was a demon escaped from whatever the Warlock Circle, and they had to kill it because it's rampaging through the poor village or whatever. And of course, the demon was what? The Demogorgon mini that I put out there, right? And so I put it out, and then you come up across and blah, 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 and it looks like it's this. I was like, Demogorgon, not Demogorgon. It looks nothing like Demogorgon, but it's Demogorgon from Stranger Things, and we all recognize that, right? Yep. And so it has this cool crossover nostalgia thing. We know it's not Demogorgon, but it's just fucking Stranger Things fun. It was a good time. It was a good laugh, and they had a good time killing his ass. So it was a good deal, man. Oh God, not Demogorgon. I know it's not Demogorgon. Les Ender's channel on YouTube spent 2+ years documenting he and his teenage friends in the mid-'80s. Wow, that's interesting.
Wow. Shark, I believe that the Gygax estate owns the rights to Gore the Rogue novels.
Makes sense.
And amazingly, the host already said that. So.
Sorry.
Oh, all right.
I only just caught up to that when I was like,
a lot of talk. I'm missing some of this stuff too. Yeah, I'm tempted by the Hellfire Club box set. It's wearing the old Trey dress, but it's a skin suit. Tim, we did a live stream a week or two ago. He did a live unboxing of when he went through it. So if you want to check Tim's old live stream from a week or two ago, you'll check it out. The new Welcome to the Hellfire Club starter set is so retro looking inside. It's scary, especially the modules for 5.5. Yeah, when Tim unboxed it, we saw that. It was really kind of cool, actually. If you like yours, that won't blow your mind. It's interesting. I mean, it's a starter set for 2024, though, right? So it's got that kind of shit baked in. I got the 2024 PHB. I'm not gonna. No. It's just I'm tapping out of official Wizards of the Coast shit.
Joe, you can't mix 2014 and 2024. It's like Ghostbusters. You mix the
across the streams.
And they told you can't. Listen, they're totally compatible. 2014 and 2024 is totally compatible, but you can't mix the books at the table. Does that make any sense? Does that make
any retarded? Sense? That's why they're going to do his fucking 6th edition, man. I mean, even they must realize on some level it's goddamn retarded.
Well, I mean, the 2024, I mean, fine, whatever. Nobody needed it. Nobody asked for it. No. Everybody was perfectly happy with the 2014, except for Hasbro because they weren't selling as many books.
You know who needed it?
No.
Wizards needed it for a VTT basis because some things are into the 2020 and the 2014 required DM interpretation. They needed to get all that stuff out of there so their AI DM nonsense could make it work, right? Number 2, everybody, I think Perkins and the other fucker, whoever else wrote it, those 2 guys who went to work for Critical Role people, those 2 guys wanted their name on a fucking book.
Right. They wanted Merle's off.
Yes.
Their name's on.
They want their name on a book.
This is going to be the forever edition, and we need to be the forever.
That's it.
Right.
It was an ego-based bullshit thing that they justify. Plus, they know that after 10 years, a new edition gets some more money, and Critical Role and Stranger Things and Big Bang Theory are kind of like, they're gone, kind of, and we need more fucking popularity here.
Yeah, but look at what happened with the VTT thing. I mean, that crashed and burned.
That shit the bed. Yeah, we all knew that was coming.
But didn't the last one crash and burn too?
It was. I think they had it open for like a week, and then they just took it down.
You mean Gleemax?
Yeah, the Gleemax one. Yeah. I don't think it ever opened.
No, I don't think it ever did.
After they had the murder-suicide that killed it,
yeah,
I think it went. What's the word? Tits up.
Tits.
Yeah, it didn't do so well. I don't think it ever actually released. They're like, pretend that we never were considering this. Just forget about it.
Yeah. We all knew that was coming. The new people who were new to this, it's your first rodeo. People,
Yeah.
they had no fucking idea. They thought, oh, this is going to work. Yeah, motherfucker ain't.
Well, I remember when 5e first was being announced, and they said you'd be able to play any edition at the same table, and it would all work. And I knew, and everybody was saying this. Oh, you could, and I knew, no, that's never going to happen. And then they just kind of slowly, shut up about that.
Yeah.
But I remember that vividly. They said you're going to be able to take a player character from 1E and 2E and basic and put them all together and they'll work fine.
When that wouldn't happen, somebody left and formed their own company and created Numenera. But it's like when Monty realized I can't actually make this work, I'll leave before they fire me. And by the way, folks, if you have your calendars out, it is December. That means Christmas. It means OSR Christmas, which will be kicking off in a couple of days. However, it also means if you're a Hasbro WotC aficionado, it means break out the stockings. So there's a lot of coal coming out.
I don't think there's anybody left, dude.
Yeah, who's left to fire?
I think there's just one person who handles the independent contractors. You know what I mean? And that one person is probably the janitor, right? I mean, that's all it really is. That's all that's left.
Well, no, they have the new president of Dungeons and Dragons or whatever they announced.
Right.
Didn't he come from Microsoft? Dan
Ayub? I'm not sure where he came up through the ranks. I don't know where he came from prior.
Yeah.
But he's the one who was in pictures with the president of Hasbro and the president of WotC with Luke out in Seattle playing 1E.
I believe it when even if I say I don't believe it. You know what I mean? They're sitting in front of a DM screen from first edition days, maybe. Are they playing? Didn't this Dan what's his tits say he's been running a 30-year 1E campaign or some shit, or am I missing him up with something?
That's him and the Fonz, the president of WotC. The guy that looks like Fonzarelli, but just heavier.
God.
Yeah, he's been playing with the same group since 2E or something like that.
Yeah. They claim the 3 that was backwards compatible and had whole sections on. See, there's one thing with me in 3rd edition is we got the 3rd edition books and we never went into the 3.5. We never felt the need, and so we never got the bloat. And if we wanted anything from the 3.5 era, we could grab bits and pieces, but we never really got into the 3.5 wonky mechanics. And so when 3rd edition ran its course and we jumped into Pathfinder, we were not prepared for the Pathfinder Math Finder experience that came,
you missed that whole.
That was insane. We missed the ramp up. We were at 3rd edition level shit. We missed the ramp up of 3.5 to Pathfinder. So we jumped from 3 to Pathfinder. It was like, what the? We had spreadsheets going for character sheets. It was insane. We literally had to have a laptop at the table to have a spreadsheet going for shit. It was insane, man. It was nuts. No, you really can't believe a word a wizard says. I think they're full of shit on so many levels. Like even for 5th edition, when they said feats are optional, I'm like, if you put it in the book and you tell a player they can't use it, you lose your players. It's not fucking optional,
That was like the complete player's handbooks back in the 2E days. They're optional. No, they're not. You're telling me these are player handbooks.
Yeah.
Complete.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be playing the complete 2E, I got to add this unplay tested shite in my game.
Didn't they do that for 1E2 at the end? They had like the black border books. Or
the black border books were at the end of 2E.
Or the 2E ones, okay.
Those were the 2E ones. Skills and powers.
That's it. Yeah.
The one about magical swords was kind of interesting, but those that was like D&D 2.5 or something.
That's what I call it. Yeah, the black books. They for whatever reason. I mean, they reorganized the content for the 2.5 core books, right? And it made it better organized, but it was any benefit to the organization was completely countered 1,000 times more negatively by that shit art they had in there. That was pure shit, that art in 2.5 books. And I'm not even an art guy, as you all know. I don't, but that was negative art. It was like negative charisma art. It was terrible, man. Whoa, another $4.99 from somebody there.
Mike, again, back in the day, my friends and I used to scream Demigorgon at each other every time we had an encounter.
Nice. Nice.
It's like kids today sitting 6'7".
So Eric and Joe the lawyer. So Joe, you must shut up apparently on this question.
Yeah, you don't count. Or Eric and the Joes. Eric and the Joes.
Eric, which system is better to run a Stranger Things setting adventure? Kids on bikes or dark places and Demogorgons?
BX or any of the BX derived systems.
Now I know why Joe's excluded, because he would say his own system. All right.
Adventures Dark and Deep. Good for what ails you.
I'm going to say BX. Honestly, if you're going to run something that's that loosey-goosey, I'm going to say BX. And I know the systems you're talking about. I think I own them in PDF, and I've probably never done more than go, oh, yeah, I'll never run this. So there's an honest answer. But if
I gotta say, Eric, and this is maybe I've never even talked about this with you or anybody, but when people say BX, it always means the two books, Basic Expert and Old School Essentials and Labyrinth Lord, or
right,
even Lamentations without some of the weird Rajiisms in there. It's fucking BX, right? I mean, it's all it is. I think it's Labyrinth Lord reskinned with some Rajiisms,
right?
But I started not with BX. I started in '84, and I started with advanced D&D for one day, and then the kid said I needed to get the basic box set to start with basics, so I got Menser. And to me, Menser, I thought was a better starter book set, whatever, than BX, because it's skewed younger. It was age 10 and up, and I think the way he laid it out and presented it with the sample adventures and all that kind of stuff, for me, that's my sweet spot, right? And
I'm going to push back on that because I started with Holmes Basic.
Okay.
And it was absolutely written for
AD&D.
no, for beginners.
Yeah.
It from the very beginning, it spelled out exactly what you were supposed to do and how you were supposed to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first half of that book is all just advice, and it's brilliant. And I love what somebody did. I forget who. Somebody did it because originally it only went from levels 1 through 3, and somebody took it to like level 12.
Right.
In a book. I forget who did it. It was
I think it was
a hardback of it. What's that?
Blue Home?
Blue Home 77.
Yeah, I got
and
that
it's great, man. I would love to if somebody was running that at a con, I would play that in a heartbeat.
To me, it's too simple of a game in the way the Homes, but I don't know. But more my thing
it's
was
intended to be though. It's intended to be for beginners.
Yeah.
Rather than being its own thing.
But what I liked about Beck Me, the Red Box, was that you had the beautiful introduction to it, and it talked at your 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 14-year-old level. And then you had the whole, if you do this, go to this number thing. And then you got to either save the girl or the girl died. You know what I mean? And that whole play by numbers D&D really got you the lesson of how to do it. And you could do it multiple times to try to save the girl, right? If she died the first time, Bargle killed her. I mean, to this day, I had kill Bargle. Exactly. Kill Bargle. I had the nemesis of my brother's big campaign from a couple of years ago when he's like 20 level wizard, and the nemesis dude was fucking Bargle. And he's like, I get to kill Bargle. After all these years, 40 years later, I get to kill fucking Bargle. It's fantastic, man. Alina was awesome. Alina the cleric, yes, and Bargle. I mean, you use names.
That form-fitting chainmail. Hell yeah.
I very much like it. Yeah.
But by the way, it's funny. I just got a text from my wife. My wife's in the hospital, and I just got a text from her saying, "Did you watch Stranger Things without me?"
Oh God,
you're in trouble,
dude. You're in trouble.
By the way,
I missed the beginning when we all said we hadn't seen any of season 5 yet. So
it's funny.
She's not watching. She's supposed to be. I didn't start with basic. I started with 1E back in like Christmas of 79, 80. That break. I thought basic was for babies. So when I found basic later, and I looked at Beckme and BX, I had everything I'd ever want from Beckme and AD&D and then some.
Yeah.
And AD&D did it better in my eyes. But if I wanted something that was concise and easy to absorb, and I don't have to flip through the rules, I wanted BX. So for me, as an older player, BX is that sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
1E is my first love. I'm happy we didn't break up, but we kind of faded away.
Yeah.
But BX and BX powered games are generally where my sweet spot lies these days.
Yeah, we start. I got the Little Brown books,
mm-hmm.
and I was like 10. I couldn't. I was coming from war games. I was playing Avalon Hill and SPI. I hadn't the foggiest idea what to do with these stupid little brown books. Then I got the Holmes Basic, and it's so clearly laid out. And we played that for a summer. Then we went on to 1E, and this was in 77, 78.
Yep. A Shrine to the Martyred St. Helena into Dolmenwood. That's fantastic. That's awesome, dude. That's a great little fucking nugget for people who are into that thing. I love that.
Oh, we did get a question.
We did
on another topic.
Yep.
How much importance do we place with your characters' backstories when DMing? Do you incorporate them in your adventures, or do you ignore them?
I got a lot on that to talk about, you guys.
I do too. So you can.
How about my perspective is less is more. You should have nuggets in the backstory. That's fine. You can have seeds in the backstory. That's fine. If you're taking a whole plant and garden and telling me that this is your backstory, I'm going to ignore the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Give me seeds I can work with. Awesome. Give me a whole vegetable plot with flowers and fruit trees, and I will probably plow it under and you'll never see it again. Is that a good analogy?
I tell the characters, I tell the players, first of all, what weird arrogance do you have? I don't tell them this, but what weird arrogance do you fucking have that you think you could write a dramatic 8-page backstory for a world that I've created that you don't know nothing about, and that you can't possibly know how that would fit? So you're demanding me to create a world or my setting to match your bullshit backstory. Number one. Number two, give me, if you had that grand of a fucking journey in your life, you've already had the hero's journey, your 20th level, you might as well fucking retire. You don't want to why roll up a character, right? Number three, you are a nobody from nowhere who had a shit job. If you had a good job, why would you want to jump into dark holes in the ground and fucking fight undead and evil shit? Your job sucks so fucking bad, or you were so bad at it that you decide to be a fucking lunatic who jumps in holes in the ground to kill things like dragons, right? And so give me the nuggets. Give me you worked for you were the third assistant to the dude who fished, you skinned fish or something. You descaled fish. Maybe that justifies wanting to be an adventurer. Give me, what's your economic background? Where are you from? Give me a couple sentences that mean nothing, and that will not only mean nothing, but that will not force other players to do anything because of your stupid fucking backstory. Like, go save your daughter who was adopted by kidnapped by orcs last year, right? I don't give a fuck about your daughter who was kidnapped by orcs if you just wrote it in your backstory. It doesn't exist in my world. So why would you possibly want to force other players to jump and do some nonsense like that? Give me some nuggets and I will work it into my world and try to make some meaning for it around you, right? That's what I'll do with it. So that's my rant on backstories.
And for me,
shut up.
Your backstory is what happens between levels 1 and 4.
Nice.
That's your backstory. Welcome to it.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect, man. I'm still looking for a girlfriend who looks like Morgan so I could get her a chainmail shirt and a long sword. Oh, God. There was a chick back in the day. She was in my building, and she was kind of crazy. I knew crazy because crazy eyes, right? And she was nuts. And I said to her, "This is, goth club in New Haven, blah blah blah. You want to go?" It was beyond a goth club. It was where any frequent. You talk about like BDSM and exhibitionists and every crazy ass fucking thing you could imagine went to this place. And she was a crazy bitch, so I figured she'd go. And she goes, "Yeah, what should I wear?" I said, "I don't know. What do you got? You think gothy?" She goes, "I got this chainmail shirt that I made myself." I'm like, oh, you're my chick. You're crazier than I thought, man. Let me see that shit. So yeah, I was like, damn, she went down there. It was a good time. She's a fun girl. Yeah. Anyway, that's my chainmail bikini story about girls in real life. Yeah. Steve Cavadas, that is the ideal backstory. You give me that, I will give you 100 XP to start. You give me that backstory.
There you go.
Or still to survive, and I want to be rich. Done. Done. That's the story of America right there in a nutshell, man. Yeah.
Oh, God.
3-page minimum. You're more generous than me, Dave Mills. You're more generous.
I'm hoping he was being sarcastic when he said
I think so. Because I think he says 60 to 90 pages tops.
All right.
Yeah, that's got to be facetious.
A little bit.
Jesus. Question all right. Rob's not here, so we'll have to do the best we can with that snolly question. You see that, Joe?
With the who with the what now?
Snoil. Question to all. I hear the old Judges Guild. You mean this? You mean this thing here from Goodman Games?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. They did it. They whatever inconsistency they old Goodman Games always does, like, let's do a reprint of the original the best we can. They do some essays in there, and then they put out their own 5e version of it. So if you want to play a 5e version, it might be worth it. And I think the latter box sets, I'm not sure if this one is one of them, but I believe the latter box sets you can get a PDF. Whereas the earlier box sets, the 1 through 5 here, I don't think that's in PDF. I think some of these are, though. I don't think.
In fact, I was next to Goodman Games at Mepicon. I was vending there, and the guy next to me was vending for them, and he had some of those editions still. But if you find them, grab them because they're out of print. They're not
really.
They lost the license. They're not making it anymore.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, for all the TSR/WotC stuff. Yes, that's the first 4 or the first 5.
Wow.
That's why they've pivoted
the Judges Guild stuff. Yeah.
The Judges Guild stuff.
So all these are out of print here. These ones here.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're worth a mint. And I don't think they're making a lot of the Judges Guild ones either.
The Temple 2, that's out of print. No more.
Yeah.
Element of Evil. Yeah.
Dark Tower. That explains why. Yeah. What's the next one? Did I back the next one? What is 10? What's it going to be? Do you know?
No idea.
I
only got the Greyhawk ones because that's all I care about.
Yeah.
No, I don't blame you. And the thing is, they're huge, and I don't play 5e, so most of the rewrite doesn't do me.
It's not just a rewrite though; they do add new material. At least they did for the Greyhawk ones, and so that's what it's kind of worth it. If I ever want to use it, I can always just convert it back.
Yeah.
Like new encounters and shit. It was interesting. Maybe not worth all that money, but it was interesting.
Chris is asking another question. He says, will the new season of Stranger Things bring players under 30 into the OSR? I can't speak to that because I haven't seen the new season yet.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't know how much D&D is in it. I mean, other than they're calling things Demogorgon and Vecna.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think overall Stranger Things has lifted the tabletop RPG hobby. And I know people hate going, where do you have to say tabletop? Because of Baldur's Gate 3 and games like that, I got to say tabletop.
Yeah.
Because otherwise people go, oh, yeah, I know D&D, Baldur's Gate 3. Where the bear man screws up. No, we're not going to get into that. But.
Oh, God, I'd forgotten about that.
Mercifully. But I think that it's going to, again, give a lift to the OSR? Yeah. But not the lift that was given with Season 1. I think Season 1 was a huge lift, and now this is all kind of like...
it's a reminder lift.
Reminder lift, yes.
Yeah, it's a reminder. Oh, yeah, D&D. We haven't played in a couple of years.
And I got to go back to the fact that they take so freaking long between seasons.
Yeah.
Was it 3 years or some nonsense?
I think so.
I don't see, and this is just a television thing, because they do the same thing with other things. I mean, House of the Dragon is the same way.
Yeah.
How do you maintain an audience, with 2 or 3 or 4 years in between seasons? It's absurd.
I got to take a quick leak, but Netflix just is looking like they're going to buy Warner's.
Yeah. If the government approves it.
Holy shit! Yeah. I mean, that's game changing right there.
Well, that's HBO.
But there'll be 2 different services, by the way, Netflix and
bullshit.
And Max.
Yeah, just like Hulu and Disney Plus are going to be different. My ass, they're like this, man.
Oh no, but you're going to pay different amount. You're going to pay for both.
Well, I think Hulu and Disney Plus they merged finally. They
did, and there's like a Hulu subsection of Disney.
Yes,
and I didn't have to. I don't think I had to pay anything more to get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you pay Hulu Live, you're paying more still. But you might have different things in there. But this is. I don't believe for a minute that, and I think that the big fear there is that Warner's they're not going to have any more movies. I mean, the president of Netflix says any movies that have been made or committed to being out in the theaters will honor those things, but he only said it going in the past and the present, not the future. And so what happens now? I mean, the movie theaters are already going down, right? They're not getting much business. So at Stranger Things, interestingly enough, the final episode is going to be in the fucking theater on Christmas Day, I think, right? So that's interesting. I mean, here's ties us all together. But I mean, what a weird thing that like, dude, you remember growing up in our 20s, at least for me, every single weekend, any given weekend, we would be able to say, what's going on this weekend? Yeah, we're talking like, you're out of college, you got a little bit of money, you want to do having some fun, you're being stupid. And what's going on? Well, the same bars, same clubs, nobody's good at playing. Let's go see a movie. So you get all your friends together and you ride down to the theater and you don't know what the fuck is even playing, but you know that something good will be playing. Generally speaking, you could find a movie to watch. Tell me that doesn't happen now. Every weekend in our 20s, there was always something we could watch every weekend. If the girls had something to say,
I'm going to date myself here.
All right.
Let me select a. Oh wait, am I not going to let me do it?
What
here we go.
Zanti? By the way, what is Zanti? What is this on your shirt?
Oh, the Zanti Misfits.
What is it?
From an episode of what's it called? Outer Limits.
Oh,
but
right.
The Zanti Misfits were like these ant things, but the guy who made the shirt did it in the Misfits, like the band.
The band, yeah. All right, okay.
All right. So let me just show this real quick. This is how old I am.
All right, what we got here? Christmas tree, Cinema's Info, 1970s era. We can barely hear it, but I'm seeing. What is that?
Yeah, that's just.
What is that though, dude?
That was the intro they played before every movie in my theater.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, I mean, but back then we had a little bit of intro, maybe a couple of previews. Now you got 25 minutes of fucking commercials before a movie starts.
They even specify that now.
Yeah,
the movie will start approximately 30 minutes after the time given.
Yeah. That's all I care about. Yeah.
I'm going to drop out and drop back in because apparently I'm having mic issues.
Yeah, Eric, you just got weird on the mic there. Now you were low before.
I boosted your mic, but
I'm going to pop out and pop in.
Okay. While he does that, I'm going to go take a quick leak.
Oh, it's all you. It's all you, man.
The Joe Show. Okay. Let me add Eric to the stream.
Hold on. Nope, not yet. I'll be back.
All right. Anyway, I know this is riveting TV, everybody. I know.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Knucklebones. It was when you had to call to see what the movies were on the thing. Yeah, and you'd have to sit through it, and if you missed the one you were looking for, you had to listen to the whole thing again. I remember that. Danzig did not, as far as I know, get any cut of this. This was actually made by a good friend of my channel for his channel. He's got this merch thing a little bit here and there. So I just thought it was very clever with the font. I'm a font guy. So alrighty. So Joe's out. Okay, so you got me. Babylon. Here we go. Babylon 5. You're right up my alley here. As Babylon 5 was Warner Brothers, will Netflix allow Straczynski to go ahead with the reboot? That's a great question. I have no clue about the Babylon 5 reboot. I do know that they Warner Brothers is going ahead with their DCU stuff, so I can't imagine they're not going to be having movies in the theater.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Joe. Here's the thing with a DCU thing. What's his face? Who's running the show? What's his name? Asshole. Not you, him. Tells whatever the fuck a guy is running a DCU now. He only has a contract that goes through 2027. That's it. If like Superman didn't do.
Oh right, yeah, he moved from Marvel to DC.
Yeah, James Gunn.
James Gunn.
His contract goes to 2027, right? And so he did not get anything near what they wanted to get for Superman. It's debatable whether it lost money or made money, right?
I haven't seen it.
Then I saw it with the kids because, but I didn't like it that much. I didn't care about it that much.
And Supergirl looks ghastly.
It's terrible. I mean, she's a hot chick, but who gives a fuck, right? And so you look at James Gunn's Superman was shit, right? Warner's lost money on that, I think, right? When it all comes down. The next movie is going to be, it's a Supergirl movie and he's doing some other dumbass shit. He's not going to make money. James Gunn is a one-trick pony.
Pretty much.
He does the weird, quirky shit well, but he is not at all the right guy for the DCU universe, right? So I think that when they take a look at the numbers and they see what they're investing in him and this and what he won and what he made and what he lost, I don't think the DCU has a long shelf life. I think the best thing they could do is say, we're not going to do this big budget movie bullshit. We're going to do Batman, the 10-episode series. I think if they take it back to what Netflix did with the Marvel shit,
like Daredevil,
Jessica Jones, and all those, those Daredevil and all that. I thought they were fantastic. I watched them after the fact, after most of them were.
They're bringing her back for the second season of Daredevil.
I heard that's great. And if Netflix,
they could really knock the ball out of the park with the DCU if they did one thing.
What?
Put Bruce Timm in charge. He was the guy who did the animated series, Batman the animated series. And Superman the animated. If he understands the material, but he also isn't slavishly repeating it.
That's it.
And he takes the best pieces and he combines them into something that's better than the originals. If they put Bruce Timm in charge of that, he would blow Marvel away.
That'd be great. I mean, you need somebody with a clue. You do definitely need somebody with a clue. I mean, look at. I mean, just going back to somebody who cares and knows the lore. When you had like the Clone Wars animated series, my nephews loved the shit out of it, and I never watched it because I just like Luke Skywalker and stuff. But then later on, I watched it under peer pressure from them. I'm like, Jesus, this is fantastic. And the guy who knows and appreciates the lore, and Luke is overseeing it, and it was great. Right? When you have somebody like that in charge who knows and loves it, you have great stuff. Like when the Picard season 3, right? The Picard TV that series, it was pure shit. But they brought a guy in on season 3 who knew it, appreciated it, and they gave him free reign to loop it all in. And I loved that season. I didn't need to watch the first 2. I just watched that and I loved it.
I watched the first, as painful as it was. God. I skipped the second, came back for the third. By the way, is my sound better?
Well, you're a little distant, but better, Eric.
I can boost you. Let me boost your mic. You're now up to 150.
Yeah, Eric. You got that little knob on it, right? You can turn it up a little bit.
My one setting will not go beyond.
No, I got. I just boosted your thing, so you sound a little better now.
Okay.
And don't encourage him to twist his knob on camera. I'm already.
I'm twisting my knob.
I should get my nephews in on this conversation, man. They love the whole DC, the Batman, especially one of them. He's like into this stuff. He'd be like drooling. They jump.
I loved the Batman.
I liked it too. I
adored that.
Surprisingly enjoyed it.
The Penguin TV show.
Oh my God,
was phenomenal.
I couldn't believe how much I loved that show.
It was just what I wanted. It was like Sopranos in Gotham.
Yes, if Netflix does something like that and says we're going to make an episodic Batman, an episodic all the DC guys, right? Make it episodic, 10 episodes a season for each of them, the 4 main ones: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, fucking even Green Lantern, maybe. Fuck the Flash if they're going to bring the Ezra bullshit asshole back. But get a Flash in there, and you do this whole fucking thing, and then every couple years you bring them together for the Justice League movie, and then you go back to the episodic series. Netflix would crush everything that any other network is doing. If they stick to this James Gunn verse, they're fucked. I honestly think they're fucking fucked.
I got to answer a question here.
Yeah.
Chris Lundgren asks me specifically, why do I make Greyhawk for 5.5 when my soul is in the OSR? This is a two-parter answer. The reason I make Greyhawk for 5.5 is because that's the only way I'm allowed to make Greyhawk with the name Greyhawk on it on DM's Guild. It must be for 5.5.
Okay.
And that's just that's the rule of DM's Guild. It has to be for whatever the latest edition is, and fine, I will play by those rules.
Yeah.
Plus that's what all the kids, I have to have something for the kids to buy at the cons.
Yeah. You gotta make money.
The second half of your answer is that I'm also publishing what I call Greyheim Adventures. Nice. So go on to DriveThruRPG.
What you did there.
Look for Greyheim Adventures, and I think you will you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's not Greyhawk. It's
not Greyhawk.
Not at all. And if that changes, if something changes with the status of Greyhawk, I will absolutely flip back over to the OSR stuff almost instantly. But I'm probably going to keep at least doing versions for the latest edition because that's what people buy more.
Yeah.
I sell. I have different a couple of books that are, I have one version for 5e and one version for 1e, and if conventions are any indicator, the 5e stuff sells a lot better. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to not write for the latest edition of whatever it is, but yeah, I will write a lot more for the stuff that I know and love, which is the OSR.
Yep. No, it makes total sense, dude. One quick thing in there is as long as Netflix doesn't go down the same path as the CW with the Arrowverse. Agreed. I watched some of the early Arrowverse stuff again after the fact. It was probably, I think it might have been a COVID view. You know what I mean? You're like, I got time. What the fuck? I might as well watch some bullshit. And I got to say, even pre-COVID, I will guiltily admit this. The early episodes, the first couple seasons of Supergirl on the CW were fucking fantastic. I thought they were great stories. She was a great character.
I liked the Supergirl show. Yeah.
Yeah. It got a little stupid at the end. The last couple seasons, it got retarded.
I drifted off after like season 2 or 3.
Yeah. After, I don't know, maybe 4, it got retarded. And in all the normal ways that most things get retarded these days, if you know what I mean. But I think that it was a fantastic show until it got there, until it went there. It was really good. And the early Arrow was good. The early CW shows were pretty good. And then different agendas came in, and I think it fucked them all up. If Netflix doesn't bow to that stuff, they've got fucking a gold mint on their hands. You know what I mean? An endless pouch of gold. What is that old magic item of D&D? Right? I mean, yeah, it just constant. They would make money like a fucking fiend. You know?
Now, is it Netflix that's owned by like the Emirates?
No, I don't think so.
There's one of the big media things is like owned by some big Middle Eastern prince.
Interesting.
I don't remember what.
I think it's Netflix, dude. No, I don't think it's Netflix. Yeah. The live action Conan episodic series both based off the Howard book.
Oh.
Good luck, dude.
Shut up and take my money. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, boy, good luck. Good luck having somebody like that. The very definition of toxic masculinity. If it's get a TV show.
If it's a show like House of the Dragon rather than a show like Rings of Power, then absolutely.
Yes.
Because those are like on the two opposite ends of really good and really crappy.
Mm-hmm.
So because they respect the material. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. If you respect Robert E. Howard's material, it's going to be good because his stories were good. Yeah, like all those glut of novels in the 90s that came out, the John Maddox, Roberts thing. Some of them are excellent.
I'm hearing you and me through somebody. Is that Eric?
Yeah. All right, hold on. Yep. Hold on. Sorry, I thought I was fixing my mic, but I wasn't.
We have the same mic, right, Eric?
Echo cancellation.
Hello.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, no, for some reason, noise suppression was... No, it's still maxing my volume. No, it isn't. Okay. Is my volume better now?
It's loud. Yeah, it's good.
You'd think he does this for a living, folks. This is...
He has 4,000 fucking videos on his goddamn channel.
Here's the thing. I installed new speakers earlier this evening.
Oh, okay. That'll give her... Yeah, that'll do it.
So we shall see.
I had a lot of issues when I upgraded because Windows made me. We will no longer give you any upgrades or security features on Windows 10. I had to do it 11. All kinds of messiness going on there. It took me a weekend to figure shit out, again. Yeah.
Messy. I've still got one laptop that uses 10. I don't care.
Okay.
It works. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I'm on OS X. What can I tell you?
Cool voice effect for DMing, but not good for a podcast. You got that regular material. Hey, Joe, how many people we got? Judging by the comments, we were rocking.
68 people.
Yeah.
The vast majority of whom are coming from Eric.
Yeah, he's the live dude.
I only live stream 4, 5, 6 times a week.
That's all. I only got 11 on mine watching. It looks like so. Yeah.
You according to this, you've got 8 on YouTube and 2 or 4 on your other things. I've got 16, 17.
It says 8 on YouTube, but it shows 11 on my YouTube right now. That's interesting.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah. There's probably a lag on restream.
How many in chat call yourself a GM versus a DM? I don't run any other RPGs other than D&D-ish, so I'm always DM. And even if I would do another one, I'm still a DM.
I'm still a DM.
Yeah.
Even when I run something like Call of Cthulhu, I'm a DM. So.
I mean, I occasionally I may use referee if I'm doing a video because some people prefer the referee, but I don't call my Rach would call me a facilitator.
All right.
social worker speak. You know, I don't do that.
Yeah, dude, rock the Hobbit like hundreds of millions, man. Hundreds of millions.
What's that?
How much do you think buying the rights to D&D and associated IP would cost?
Oh God,
it wouldn't. Elon could do it. Nobody else. Elon would do it because he's nuts and he's awesome.
I think you could buy. You could win the Powerball, and because it's up to like 900 million, and I don't think you'd be able to buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You might be able to license something.
Yeah.
But buying it, I think, is out of the question.
Here's a question:
they're making too much money from it, and they think they're going to make zillions of dollars from AI or VTTs or something. They don't know what.
This will be backburnered in a few years. This whole product line, because they're going to fuck up this 6EA D&D conversion thing. And, you know, maybe anyway.
I have a couple of them. Glowing Turtle.
I have a beater copy that I won at a silent auction at North Texas. It's been signed by pretty much all the artists that were living at the time.
I have one.
Nice.
I have one of them. I believe
I got my original, which, like you say, right now is a beater copy. I got one or two others with the Cthulhu, and then I got some without, and then I got some of the Legends and Lore. The used bookstore by me has a Legends and Lore for $30.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I almost bought it, and then I realized, every time I do that, thinking to myself, I'll sell it on eBay. I don't. It just sits on my shelf. So.
The Cthulhu Mythos we're looking for, right?
Or Melnibonian, yeah.
It would be the same one, correct?
Yeah.
Chinese. Cthulhu. Here we go, baby. Cthulhu it is. I got one with Cthulhu, and then I got one battered and beat up monster manual that has the forbidden fruit in here as well.
What's that?
This is the remember there was a monster manual that had, I thought, some shit that you shouldn't have in there. The first one, wasn't there one with that?
No, that was the Little Brown Books. Had treants.
Oh, okay.
And Balrogs.
Gotcha.
But that didn't make it into the monster manual.
Okay. I thought one of the monster manuals had shit that you shouldn't have in it.
No.
That was Monsters and Magic or whatever.
Oh, okay.
No, Monster. What's it called? Monsters and Treasure. Monsters and Treasure.
I have Demons and Devils, which they excise for. Tui.
My God, some of the comments I've gotten on my Origins of the Demons thing.
Origins of Demons.
Here's a question for the chat. Eric, you and I talked about this several years ago. I don't think you've never weighed in on this.
What's that?
Remember the conversation about standing or sitting when you DM? Because what I do is if I'm home in my home game, I'm sitting. Right. The only time I stand is when I, fuck with maps or move pieces or something like that, but I'm generally sitting. But if I'm at a con, I'm standing. The whole time.
It depends if I'm using miniatures, and that's really it. Even at a con, I'll sit.
I got to project, and I got to get in somebody's face and talk to them, and So at a con, I'm standing.
Yeah. No. Either way, if I have to do miniatures, then that's a whole different story. But normally, I'm sitting behind my screen.
Yeah. Yeah, no. What about you guys in the chat? I'm curious. So Buster N 2014 stands. All right. Who else? Anybody else sit or stand? And you stand constantly home games and convention games, as if you're DM convention games. Yeah. I'm curious. It's an interesting thing because I found myself thinking about it last night as I was running a game. I'm like, I'm sitting here, even though I definitely always stand at a con. It must be the projection feel. You need
if you're in a noisy room,
loud. Yeah. Yep. Funny you
always
say that,
use a DM screen.
I use a DM screen, but I do roll in the open, except for rolls that they don't know the result of. Like I always demand to roll find traps, move silently, hide in shadows, because they don't know if they're hiding or not. They don't know if they're moving silently or not. Unless they roll one, then I tell them they fell on their face or broke a stick or something, right? They don't know if they found the trap or not. So with certain ones, I do roll behind the screen for them, but for pretty much everything else, I'm rolling in the open.
I roll almost everything behind the screen. If there's one like really critical, it's the end of a long battle, and all hinges on this, then I'll roll it in the open. But as a rule, I do it for myself because I just like to I apply all kinds of modifiers.
Yeah. Fugly, you sit when you're doing sitting stuff and standing. They're gonna do standing stuff. Yeah, that's a Yogi Berra-ism almost there, dude. That's pretty close to Yogi.
Another super chat.
Yeah, Doc. These and Demigods had Lovecraft and Fritz Lieber material that was removed after the first printing because of ambiguity over the licenses.
That's actually incorrect. It's not the Fritz Lieber stuff. It was the Elric stuff.
Right, it was the Moorcock.
Lieber stuff, because Fritz Lieber was a big fan of D&D and a friend of Gary and the TSR folks. And Jim Ward used to post this annually, the story. He had the license. He had the okay from the Lovecraft and the Melanian stuff, but it was the higher ups who took it out anyway, just because they wanted to be safe.
Okay, but yeah, we have Melniboni and Nuhan. Yeah, it's all in here.
But yeah, no, the Nawan stuff stayed in the later editions. I think it's also in the Legends of Lore.
That's what I'm looking at here. Is the Legends of Lore here.
Yeah, no. Legends of Lore was the one with the other cover. The orange spine one was called Legends of Lore.
Yeah, I wonder. Huh. I have to get up again. I don't want to exercise that much tonight. So yeah, it's over there, way over there. Let's see. We're doing 17. We got to stand all the time. All right. Yeah. I think.
Jesus, Eric, you've got 40 people watching.
Jesus, dude.
Oh my God! I better keep my clothes on. Jeez.
It was the nip slip, Eric. You got to do more nip slips and you get more people in here. They realized it was a Chatterbait YouTube crossover event, and here we are.
What can I tell you? Hey, and I can pull my shirt down. Nobody would see anything right now.
That's true. He's naked from the waist down, boys and girls. You don't even know.
I'm naked, right? I got a mid shirt on right now. You wouldn't even know it.
Thank God. He's full Porky Pig in this shit for tonight, man. He's going to town. You guys, you want to preview our video for Friday? Let them know what's coming.
Mine's already done.
Oh, of course it is. You fucking overachieved, son of a bitch. You're like the front row kid, weren't you? Ooh, Mr. Cotter. Ooh.
Oh, Mr. Cotter. Mr. Cotter. I got the answer, Mr. Cotter.
I just have to get them all done now because I don't have any time during the week.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I got a little time at night during the week, but I don't have the whole family thing you guys got. But yeah, I'll be. But you want, since you did it, Joe, you want to preview it?
I've actually forgotten what it was.
Really? Was that important to you, huh?
It was.
Was that valuable? Was that good?
It was that. Wait a minute. Let me go into my content list here. What the hell was it? Oh, right, mapping.
Mapping
in D&D. Mapping in D&D.
Mapping. In other words, do you describe the rooms and the whatever, the dungeon to the players and have them draw it?
Right.
They got to hope they get it right, or do you just fuck it, I'll just draw it myself?
See, you're going to have to wait until 4:00 on Friday to get the right answer.
Right. Hey, I'm going to be one of those assholes that goes, well, it depends. Are you running at a con? Are you running on a VTT? Or are you running in your home game? So I'll try to keep it under 8 minutes because these guys like shorter videos. I come in at 10. I hear complaints. Not from my viewers, but I hear complaints from these two. What is this? What, you overachieving? It's like
you guys are also because mine always go at 4:00. All my videos drop at 4:00. You guys are going earlier, and it's like you're competing with each other. To see
I'm usually 12 or 1, depending on the day.
Sometimes you got one of you's going to be like 5:30 a.m. and it's
Joe likes to do 11:30 now. I've noticed that. But he did the wrong day.
I did do the wrong day. I dropped the goddamn video. I recorded it pre-midnight on Thursday night, but by the time I fucked with it, thumbnailed it, blah blah blah, put it out there, and I was doing some other things, it was after midnight, and so I said I'm going to drop it tomorrow, which means
yeah.
Like, God damn it! I started this process. It was Thursday. Now it's Saturday. All of a sudden, time warped. So I had to change that up. Thanks for telling me. That's why I dropped it past noon. It was originally scheduled for 11:30 or 12, and I ended up having to drop it past noon on that day. Normally, I do it early because my YouTube dashboard algorithm thingy told me that most of my people start watching at 11:30 on a Friday. So that's
the unemployed alcoholics. That's where
that's it. They're day drinkers.
Yeah.
Are day drinkers, and they will start watching when I would start day drinking at 11:30 a.m. Because, God damn it, it's 6 o'clock.
They are your people, so yeah, you got.
God damn, if my pub was still open, I'd have that issue.
That was a great pub, Eric.
Oh my God!
We never got a game going there. You want to do a con there? Remember? You want to do a small con there?
But then COVID, they gave up their catering room, and I was like,
we even called it. We had a name. It was called PubCon.
Yeah,
it was going to be called PubCon. It was going to be like limited to like 100 people or 75.
Yeah, 75.
75
would have been comfortable.
Invite only PubCon. It would have been. Imagine that, an invite only con, right? I mean, that doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? There's invite only areas or rooms in cons, but never an invite only con. That'd be like everybody want to get their ticket to go to that thing, man.
So there are invite only cons. You've just never been invited.
Bam. There's rumor of a hotel going to be built in a development area like in my town in several years. If that happens, I'm going to start a con. How do you not? If there's a goddamn hotel in your town, how do you not start a fucking con?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it can't be that hard. Fucking Bad Mike does it. Jesus fucking Christ. How hard can it be? You know?
All right, so we have an Osric 3.0 question, and I'm just going to preface this. Take it as you want. I love Matt Finch. I love his work. I'm a huge fan of Swords and Wizardry. I'm a huge fan of Osric.
Oh, okay.
I cannot read anything from the Swords and Wizardry box set on without breaking out my readers, and I refuse to. I can look at my old, not the Burning Vagina version of Swords and Wizardry, but the old Errol Otis, the blue cover, still reads fine. I don't need to break out the glasses. So at ShireCon, I took my wood-grained limited edition Swords and Wizardry box set from Frog God, and I donated it to the con because I'm never going to use it.
It was up for auction. I'm like, who would donate this?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, it was me.
I had the same problem with my own books.
Really?
So when I redid the rule books, part of the reason they're so massive is because I increased the font size. Because I was having trouble reading my own books.
I didn't think a spine could be that thick on a book and still fucking hold together. That massive. I mean, if you put the books in front of your chest and like that's AC 5 right there. You know what I mean? You're good to go on an ascending AC.
The crazy thing is at Mepicon, I sold like 10 times as many of those as I did of the light.
Really?
I had like boxes of the light rules. I sold some, but I sold out of the core rule book.
Interesting.
It was crazy.
Interesting. That's wild, dude. So, I don't know, man. I think that our age, I appreciate the larger fonts these days.
And I'm not talking about like the old Reader's Digest large print. I'm not talking
not that big.
We're not talking about that. No. But the font from Nithmir Games, it's their layout artist. I know that. It just goes back years. Yep. And I can't read it. And maybe I'll buy the PDF at some point to steal bits and pieces. But why get a book from my bookshelf that I can't read?
Yeah. No, it was rough. I think the dude who hit the sweet spot was with Dolmenwood. Gavin put it out. I mean, it was the perfect font. It was the perfect layout. Joe, you're the one who said that. You think that OSC, the biggest revolution with it wasn't anything. It was mostly layout, right?
Yeah, it's aesthetic. It's not the actual system.
I think you're right.
I think that's its biggest appeal is that it has that aesthetic, and I did inch towards that in my light book. I made sure that the major sections all started on a new page.
Yeah, that was good.
That's my sop to modern aesthetics.
Yeah.
I want mine to look like some 1970s thing where you have to clip out the coupons and search for what you're looking for.
Chris, when I saw the new Swords and Wizardry Complete coming out, and I saw I wasn't going to be able to read it, I figured it was going to be the same for the Osric.
It's not bad, Eric. It's not the Swords and Wizardry Complete. The one I got,
wasn't bad. I was so used to everything coming out from Mythmere that I couldn't read. I stopped even looking at it. If it's changed, that's good. That's good news. I'll have to start looking at it. But
we did get a question here. Do we do any live one-shot adventures?
I will in 2026. I'll be running a Dragon Slayer one-shot as per when I did the Shadow Dark Dragon Slayer comparison, and the overwhelming majority, when I say overwhelming, like nearly everybody was like, I want to see you run Dragon Slayer. So I'll run a Dragon Slayer adventure.
All right.
First quarter of 2026.
That's Gillespie's thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
I just want to show you the. This is the one Eric's talking about. As bad as the tiny font is,
Jesus Christ on a motorbike.
Digest size, guys. Digest.
Yes.
As bad as the font is, it's glossy, so the glare fucks you. Even if you can make the letters out, the glare is fucking you hard. Right?
I couldn't. That just killed me going forward.
This is the new book. This is the Swords and Wizardry Complete Revised. All right, full size. It's not 14 point. It's not Dolmenwood style or anything, but it's better, and it's not glossy. All right, so it's a great, I think, presentation, and of course, because Matt Finch is awesome, right? I did the live I did an unboxing, and he actually, because he saw, I said, "Oh shit!" I got upset because the little Tim Shorts dent, right? When you get a book. Because he gets all pissed. Every book he ever buys has a dent or a
That's his mailman. That's a kiss of love.
He just, and I love hearing him bitch about it. I laugh my ass off every time he ever did a car unboxing fresh out of the post office. He's all excited. Oh, I got this book. He's god damn, got a dent, blah blah blah, and I just laugh my ass off, right? And so whenever I get a book with a dent, it's like a Tim Shorts dent. Well, I did that video, and I let Matt. I just say, hey, Matt, doing an unboxing. It was all cool, and he just sent me a new one without a dent. Because he's
Matt's a great person. He's awesome. And if he's adjusting the font size, I'm going to have to start looking at stuff.
Good, Eric. It's not bad.
With a fresh set of eyes. How's that for a pun?
It's not bad. I mean, here's the stat blocks for some of the monsters if you want to get an idea. It's not bad, really.
Okay.
And again,
question about live one-shot adventures.
Us doing one?
Do you guys do any live one-shot adventures? That's the question up on the thing.
Like I said, I'm gonna be doing one in first quarter for Dragon Slayer because my people's asked for it. But generally speaking, I've only done on my channel. We've done 2 one-shot adventures for Shadow Dark. There's watching other people play. With our group, it can be fine because we're a bunch of assholes, so we're entertaining.
Yeah.
But if you do it with a bunch of randos, it may be like watching milk curdle.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be tough. So choose your. I'm going to watch a one-shot live stream very carefully if your time is valuable.
Joe,
I mean, I did the one with Eric, right? We've done not one shots, but I played in a lot of games live on the Monday night with Tim and those guys.
Right.
But I know that we had a couple one shots, Eric, back in the day. I was like, when Matt, I suggested, hey Matt, why don't you run the Shadow Dark thing everybody's talking about? Because Matt was all, even though it was more than a 3-word game system, he was into it, right? So, and so he ran it for us. And we broke our vow to never go live running a game because we were a bunch of old people who would get canceled. And later on, it was actually a fun time. And
yes,
I ran to Kelsey.
She loved it.
She loved it. She says that she told me when people want to learn how to play, as an example of gameplay, she refers them to our video, which was fantastic. Fantastic thing. So we had a good time playing. I remember that time too. People were saying, "Oh, you're already house ruling. You haven't even played it yet." I said, dude, look at this channel. We have 300 plus years of experience right here. We can fucking house rule before we play a game, all right?
Yeah, and I loathe playing online. I play the technical answer to the question is yes, I do live one-shot adventures all the time because I run games at conventions. I loathe playing online. I have tried it. I actively dislike it. And I don't know what it is. It's just not for me. I want that individual, I want to be able to see people across the table. I want to have that visceral experience. I just do not like playing online. That's just me. And I don't think that's ever going to change, but who knows?
I run them at conventions, but I don't do well with one-shots personally.
You did well enough with Mad Archmage.
I know. I mean, running one. Like, I don't do well because I only think in terms of campaigns.
Right.
I don't naturally think in terms of a one-shot or a module. And that's why I know that I will never be able to put out adventure modules. I don't think in terms of that. I could only create something based on the situation in front of me within my gaming group. And that probably won't translate to the general populace, but it'll be really good for my gaming group. Right. You know what I mean? So I don't think in terms of the grand scale, what are the elements of a great adventure? Plug and play, and here you go, publish it. I don't think like that. Yeah. I'll give you a great adventure from within my campaign, but not for a one shot.
So we got another question. Let's make this the last one. We're already at the 10:30 mark here.
Wow.
And I gotta work tomorrow. So question for the three: why is there blowback from some if you like modern RPGs and OSR as well? I play just because the RPG is fun.
What?
Yeah, there are some people that are like, you can't like that.
You can't like both.
Yeah. Oh, really? There are?
Yeah, they're gatekeepers.
I don't know that.
Dude, there are gatekeepers. Thou shalt not pass.
I just never encountered it, right?
Gatekeeping should be its own. We should make that a topic.
Yeah, we should, but yes.
That's a good one.
That's a good topic. We got our topic on it at some point.
Why don't we do that? I mean, we got the ones for next week coming up. Why don't we do that as our next gatekeeping in the hobby?
Well, and that'll be for our next live, too.
That'll be for our next live, yeah. That'd be perfect. So next Friday's video is mapping, and then following Friday, right, which will be let's check the holiday schedule, guys.
I'm looking here.
Yeah. There's Sunday.
Yeah, the next one is the 19th, and then the 21st is the live stream. So that's
that's fine.
Sunday before.
Yeah, we're good then. No holiday parties and bullshit.
Well, I got Yule, but you know.
Yeah. So we're good for the 21st, Sunday the 21st topic. You heard it here. You actually fucking picked it here.
Yeah, you did. That was just like, why not?
Bingo. So gatekeeping in the hobby. Yeah, good or bad? There's the question. Gatekeeping, good or bad?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I know I'm going to be different than both of you put together.
I don't know.
I already know what I think about it, and I know I'm different than both of you.
I think I got a nuanced take on it.
Yeah, I think we all going to have little nuanced takes. I don't think anybody's going to be an absolutist.
No. I got to formulate my thoughts. It's good they were giving this some time because I've been thinking about this a little bit lately, and I'm going back and forth on some issues within the issue. So this is going to be an interesting topic, actually. I'm looking forward to doing this one.
Chris, wait. You're going to have to wait 2 weeks to get your
answer.
Sorry,
dude.
Come back and get your answer.
Make sure you tune in 2 weeks, guys. How's that for a fucking cliffhanger? Cock block, fucking cold.
It's like Best of Both Worlds Part 1.
Yeah.
It's not like Stranger Things, though. You don't have to wait 3 years, okay? It's just 2 weeks.
All right. Anybody got anything? What do you got cooking, Joe? Anything coming up anytime soon?
I'm just excited that I played my game last night. I ran the campaign. It's the second session of the campaign. It was just fun. It was just I think I did a Twitter post, a rare Twitter post that wasn't just a spam advertisement for a video, where I said it's always the most exciting and nerve-wracking time is the table is set, the screens are up, the dice are out, everything is ready to go, and the players will be here in an hour, right? And you're like, I know that there's 60,000 more things I could do to prepare / over prepare because I know I got enough, but I'm worried, right? Because what if they take the detour? Then what are you going to do? So you're nervous. How's it going to go? You're preparing. You have a drink. You have a puff. You're sitting there like, God damn, let's just get this rolling. And it's nervous. It's excitement. It's anxiety. It's all that rolled up into one, and I fucking love it. So I missed that vibe. I hadn't run a game in about a month, and I really enjoyed the shit out of it. So that was fun.
You and I do things really differently. I don't prepare at all.
Oh God, no!
I wing it. I wing it completely.
Yeah.
It's just,
I prep for 10 hours for a 3-hour game, dude. At least.
I'm minimal prep and a lot of improv.
Yeah.
So
I improv within the prep.
Both of you, what's the next convention you're going to?
It's got to be TotalCon, but
it should be TotalCon.
Not Page?
I'm not. No, I'm not. Can't do Page. I got a thing. The guy had me as a guest of honor or whatever, which I told him, I said, yeah. And then I realized I can't do it, man. I got something going on. So I can't do it, but I am going to do TotalCon for a day. I'm not going to do a sleepover. Let's go up there early on a Saturday and chill, hang, play a game, buy some shit, hit the vendor room, and then come back, Yeah.
Yeah, my next one is Page, and then I'll be at TotalCon too.
Yeah. That'd be cool. And we couldn't do the whole. When is TotalCon? February?
Yes.
Yeah, and we actually let's see. No, we don't do a live stream from there. We it's the week before, so we're safe.
We always could do a fucking impromptu like we did that at ShireCon. That was fun.
Oh, true.
That was a fun time. We had some drop-ins, we're out there right next to the bar. Can't beat having a fucking live stream right next to a bar. That was great.
Well, at North Texas, the Sunday of that North Texas ends, that's when we're supposed to do our live stream.
That might be a rough one. You think far ahead, Joe.
I'm looking at my calendar. I've got my whole 2026 convention schedule all set already.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're definitely a little planner, more of a planner than me.
I'm a project manager in real life. Of course I do this.
That explains so fucking much.
I have Gantt charts. Shit. And I know what I have to do. And...
You just gave me the last piece of this jigsaw puzzle that made the entire picture come to life. I understand.
I am an IT project manager. I live for schedules and status reports.
And now I get it. Thank you for that little nugget of information. I thought you were a programmer or something. I didn't realize that, dude. All right. Now we get it. Now I get it. It all came together right there. On that note, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. I had a blast. I think we peaked at like 73 people.
Nice.
We're ending at 62, and Eric has more than both of us put together. So
that fits. That totally fits.
That tracks.
Yeah.
So, thanks, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll do the collab next Friday, and then we'll do another one that Friday after that. So.
Maybe we'll all watch Stranger Things by then. Who the fuck knows?
I'm not watching it until Christmas because I want to do the whole thing. I'll just
one shebang,
and then go right to the movie afterwards. You want to binge and hit the movie?
We're not doing the movie. No. I'm not going to spend $50 to watch an episode.
You're gonna wait till it comes out on Netflix or whatever. Yeah. The fuck. Okay, I got you.
I'm not gonna spend $50.
It might be 3 days later when Netflix rolls. You know what I mean? So you're good to go.
I'll risk it.
Yeah. Probably January 1st to be New Year's Eve watching that shit. You know the way.
Yeah, we're probably gonna we'll blow through it. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for sharing your evening with us.
Yes.
From me, Joe, and the other Joe and Eric.
You know, the thing is, the only thing you have in this world that you can ever get more of or back is time. And you spent the fucking hour and a half with us idiots. So,
my God.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to everybody who put coins in the Tavern's coffer.
Mm-hmm.
Became a
member. I know you just messed up and meant to tip me instead of Eric. So,
come on. Come on.
What Flint's guy did, man. Flint Fire Forge. Remember that? I got the $5 bill right here. The guy meant to tip Flint, but he tipped my channel. He didn't realize it wasn't going to Flint. So I got a $5 bill, and there it is. Paul Flint Fireforge Turner's money.
Jesus.
Nice.
All right.
Anyway, later, guys.
All right,
everybody.